a society needs both equal representation in every service. So, I mean, what people used to think that, there is no room for a woman in the police department, it was so wrong. So the thinking, the concept has changed, and now it is a fact that women are really required in the police service. So as in any other service for that matter.
Welcome to Teach for India's podcast series, where we talk to all the wonderful different people we work with in our mission to eliminate education inequity and promote the well-being of children in India. In our first episode, we're going to talk to IPS officer Ms Swati Lakra. We're going to talk to ma'am to get to know a little bit more about her life, her career, her work in ensuring the safety of women, and some tidbits about her retirement plans. Hope you enjoy this as much as we enjoyed making it. With that, let's get straight into our first episode. Good evening, ma'am. It's a great pleasure and an honor to meet you. I am Manasa, a second-year Teach for India fellow teaching science for grade 8 students at Government High School, Rajbhavan. And this podcast series has started by Teach for India to facilitate conversations between people who have an impact on the well-being of children in India and children themselves. And here in Telangana, ma'am, we wanted to speak to you because your work positively impacts the life and well-being of hundreds and thousands of students and children.
First of all, I would like to thank Teach for India for giving me an opportunity to speak to these bright students here. And let me tell you, both of you, it's really an opportunity for me. It's always a pleasure speaking to young students like all of you. And both of you, as you've introduced yourselves, are bright young students. You're basically future of tomorrow. We look forward to you being, the future. And we always feel that, I feel that when I see people like you, that our future is in good hands. So
we just want to get to know the real you as well, the person behind the uniform. Who is Swati Lakra when she's not a police officer who is impacting the lives of hundreds and thousands of people?
Well, Swati Lakra without uniform is a very normal woman, I would say. I have various facets of me like any normal, usual woman. I am a wife, I am a mother, I'm a daughter-in-law, daughter, sister, etc., in their own spheres. And I take each role specially, because each role is important. It's not just Swati Lakra as an IPS officer who is important, but also as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter. The responsibility that we need to have in each of these roles is as important, and I try my best. It's difficult though, trying to balance both the family and the work. But I would also like to say here that family makes a lot of difference, and if the support of family is there, then I think anyone, for any man or a woman, it becomes very easy, So I think for anyone who is listening, one should treasure their family, I would say, because it's the most important institution in our society.
Every child choose their goals depend on inspired by their parents or any real life situation, any superheroes. So how do you choose your goal?
Well, frankly speaking, it was not something that, if you're talking about me as a police officer, it was not that I wanted to be a police officer only, but yes, I did want to be in the civil services. I wrote the civil services for that purpose. I do remember a time when I bought a small sticker, and that sticker had a lady. It was a cartoon figure, and that lady was wearing a uniform. So I just looked at her and I said, "This is Kiran Bedi." Okay. I was probably, some, I think, younger than you also. And I stuck that sticker on my cupboard. And when I go home, it's still there. So I won't say she influenced me, but yes, at that young age, I did feel that a woman, can become. She was the first woman IPS officer, and I felt that yes, this is also one line of choice that I could make as for my career. If somebody asks me, once again, if going back, would I still choose to become an IPS officer? I would say hands down yes, because it has given me what I feel, an identity, a lot of love from lots of people, and the sense of doing something for the public, something which, as a layperson, otherwise I would not have been able to.
So we also don't have an ambition. So we will, we also wish that we would also become anything by God.
See, God is one thing, but there is no, there is no other way other than hard work. So you should believe in God, you should, have faith, but there is no alternative to hard work.
You could tell us a little bit about what the SHE team does, what are their functions, and also if you could walk us through a little bit about the process of, say, filing a complaint and what the response from the team looks like.
It's an ecosystem for the safety of women. When I'm saying ecosystem, they do a lot of things. Unlike what is normally, thought about, that, they go nab people and then put them behind bars. That is just one bit of what they do. Anybody trying to harass women, they nab those people with evidence. So they carry secret cameras with them, they nab them, and then they go as per law. They will produce them before the magistrate, and then the magistrate gives them whatever punishment. Before we made these teams, there were a lot of women who were hesitant to come forward and give the complaint. They felt that, what will the police feel? They will feel that it is my fault. Whatever reasons, they were not coming forward to give the complaints. So we felt that if we give them a channel, if we give them a place where they can come without any hesitation and give their complaint, it would be great. So we made these SHE teams, we made the SHE team offices away from the police stations. So our SHE teams offices are not in the police station, but away from the police station. We have given them a WhatsApp number through which they can complain to us. We have given them a QR code, which is everywhere. It is in our website. We have posted it in colleges, schools, and bus stops, etc. So various channels we have given through which the women can come and complain to us. There has been a sort of deterrence among the public. I'll tell you an example wherein this man, he came to meet me once, and he said that when I was waiting in the bus stop, somebody told, some youngsters were there, and they said, "Kuch mat karo, yahan pe SHE teams ho sakta hai."
It's a very brilliant idea. Like, they keep spying.
Yes, sort of.
And everyone will be like, there's a third eye,
yes,
which is seeing.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's a big project. Like, now everyone is in between
Aware
the SHE
of
teams.
SHE team.
Yes.
They are aware of SHE teams. But before SHE team start, when the SHE team started now only, what was your nervous moment? Like, it is not started. You only started that. So it would be so much, like, there's so much process you said now.
Yes.
Like that, did you think that I can do this or not? What was your most most nervous moment.
So, yes, you're right. In 2014, we started the She Teams. And since it was a new project, as you also said right now, something very new, nobody had started this. I was nervous. Yes, I was nervous. And in fact, the first day, when we sent, but before we sent the teams, we did a lot of training to our team members, because ultimately they would go into the field and they had to, nab people. So we did a lot of training, and the training was on gender sensitization, because we wanted our own police personnel to be gender sensitized and not question the woman who comes to give them complaints. So all those trainings were done, and then we sent them for training.
It's very nice that you have remembered that 8 years before incident. Even I can't remember that.
So I have an advice for you, ma'am. So if you get an opportunity to meet parents with children, I want you to tell their parents that because of instead of telling girls that you have to behave like this, you are a girl, you have to behave like this in society, they can tell that to their boys that you are a boy, you have to respect girls, you have to behave with them like this. They are the reason for this future. I want you to tell this.
Absolutely. I'm totally with you on this. In fact, that is why we also don't tell our girls, when we go to the schools, don't do this or don't do that. But we do talk to boys. And, but when we are saying talk to boys, let me also tell you that there are several boys who are volunteering with us to become part of She Teams. So it's very encouraging to see that both boys and girls together, whether it is from the schools, whether it is from the colleges, they are coming together to ensure that our girls are safe. And you very rightly pointed out that parents should not just, concentrate on girls as to, why are you going out, or what dress are you wearing, but they should also talk to their boys on how to respect girls, isn't it? That is extremely important. But at the same time, I would also like to say that whenever I go to the colleges, normally, I tell, and when I'm addressing the boys, I keep telling the boys that there are only 10 to 15% of the boys who are bad, or even 5% who are bad. The rest of the 85, 90% or 95% of the boys should ensure that those 5% behave themselves, isn't it? And that is why I'm very happy that many boys from the colleges, they volunteer to be part of our volunteering program, which we called the Girl Safety Clubs, which we plan to have in all colleges of Telangana. And we've already had, we have done it in few colleges. We plan to do it in every college, along with the education department also. And everyone should feel the responsibility that, girls should be respected, and the roads which are there for, common public is as much for the boys as is for the girls also. So I think together, it's a question of together we should ensure that our society, our girls, our women are safe. A society needs both equal representation in every service. So, I mean, what people used to think that, there is no room for a woman in the police department, it was so wrong. So the thinking, the concept has changed, and now it is a fact that women are really required in the police service. So as in any other service for that matter.
When I have summer holidays or any holidays, I will go to village. Sometimes there can be marriages. So I see that every time a woman have to cry with their family and go to the boys' home.
Yeah.
There's some cases that boys also go to the girls' home, but society sees that as strangely. So I feel that society don't have to see that as strangely. So what do you think about my?
I'm glad, So basically, that is gender equality. And there has to be. Unfortunately, there are these cliches that, a woman has to cry. A woman cries and a man doesn't cry. But I'll give you a basic example. Ronaldo, from Portugal. If anybody can think who is a man, I mean, he's one person whom everybody looks up to as a, footballer. And he cried. So did Messi, and so did so many others who. So it's not that men cannot cry. It's unfortunate that we always say that boys should not cry. Boys are also human as much as women. So I think we should, this is the time you can, dissipate all those cliched opinions, the gender biases that are there in the society. And what better way than saying that, when you think about a nurse, you will think about a woman. When you think about a police officer, you'll think about as a man. But all these are broken now. These stereotypes are breaking, and for good. And as you are rightly pointing out, and I'm so happy that all you are pointing that out, and you are open that a woman or a man, are equal. Given an opportunity, both of them are equal, both of them are ambitious, and both are a part of this beautiful society that we have, and we have to, support each other. We have to support each other in order to make the society grow. And in fact, at this point, I'm remembering a quote of Swami Vivekananda, who had said that the best thermometer for the progress of a nation is its treatment of its women. When the women are treated properly in the society, then the society grows. And that is why, men should also feel that women are part of the progress in the society and not just men. And both have to work together to build the society.
Thank you for staying with us and watching, folks. We hope you really enjoyed this talk. For more such content, please follow Teach for India on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And please do check out our fellowship and apply for the same. You can find all the details on the official Teach for India website. We hope to see you there.